I mean, firstly, I'll just say, I think it's a sweeping statement to say that the housing targets across the country are fair and consistent. That's not a statement I agree with. But I wanted to ask about Newtown. So when you do a local plan, you've got a duty to cooperate with your near neighbours. There's a Newtown in Enfield, which is just the border of my constituency. What local engagement did you carry out with these Newtowns, with authorities that are next door?
Well, on your point about housing targets, it's better to have housing targets than no housing targets.
What do you mean?
The previous government, because that's one of the reasons we're facing a housing crisis across the whole country. It's why temporary accommodation doubled, it's why rough sleeping doubled, it's why young people can't make their dream of a home to own come true. So I'd much rather have housing targets and engage in a conversation than tell local authorities not to bother, which is what the previous government did. It was the task force that was engaging with areas around the Newtowns programme, and the task force that has made their recommendations. We're now continuing to work and engaging those local areas that have been identified as the 12 priority areas, and that will involve engaging the local authorities and other stakeholders. They can engage their local communities, and as part of the process of determining where it's possible to go forwards, all of that feedback will be brought in.
For the new town at Cruise Hill and right next door in Chase Park, my local authority wasn't consulted, even though we border that.
But did you know specific answer?
I couldn't tell you the specifics of who was consulted in all of the areas. Obviously, the task force did quite a considerable amount of local community engagement. They may not have specifically consulted with that neighbouring authority, but I think it must be. I think it's what is the case is that now that they've identified those areas, it's for the Newtowns team in my department to engage with all interested stakeholders, which includes the local authority, but also as an interested stakeholder, those nearby.
So you've made your decision, then you're going to consult?
The task force recommended 12 places. The government has accepted the task force's report in principle. It will publish a full response. It is doing substantial engagement with those local areas before it publishes that response.
But to be clear, we're progressing work. There are no decisions.